Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, and I'm Denise.
And welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles. And we're at the Corner Barber Shop, but not your typical Corner Barber Shop because we're in the Mall St. Matthews. We'll tell you a little bit more about that later. Also, we're going to be talking about a segment we did with LG&E, the bike shop, and we did some black HBCU homecomings with TSU, and also we went to Western Kentucky University. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
Number one station for R&B. Magic 101.3.
With your permission.
We're live, local, and Louisville. Magic 101.3.
So Denise, what is something that people are always concerned about?
Well, it depends on what area are we referring to.
When we're talking about when we're talking about LG&E.
Oh, safety, saving money.
Correct.
Yeah, and proper heating and cooling.
You are correct.
Saving money.
And saving money is what we're really focusing on. And LG&E has a new app that's going to help you do that, to help you to even be more efficient. So take a look at this. Hi, I'm Max, and I'm here with Natasha Collins from LG&E for another Energy Matters segment. And one of the things that we're talking about today is how you can save energy, save money, and save time while shopping during the holidays. So tell me how LG&E fits into that narrative.
That's right. We've got Black Friday coming up. We've got Cyber Monday coming up after we get past the holidays. And we're really excited just ahead of these holidays, well, shopping holidays, if you will, to talk about our new LG&E and KU Marketplace. We recently launched it, and we're excited for people to start using it.
All right, so when you talk about a marketplace, you're talking about something that we can go to the web and find out more information. So tell us how it's actually going to work.
That's exactly right. This is a platform that is essentially a one-stop shop for energy-wise information that you can take a look at before you make some energy-wise purchases. For this marketplace, what we've done is combined with a platform and a company called Enerv. And so what they've done is taken a look at more than 10,000 appliances and electronics. We're talking everything from things like thermostats and televisions and light bulbs to televisions, game consoles, washers, dryers, things like that. So they've taken a look at more than 10,000 products, and they've given them all what they call an Enerv Energy Score. And it essentially ranks the whatever you're looking at from 0 to 100, least efficient to most energy efficient, so that folks who are in the market for a variety of different kinds of products can take a look and not just know what is energy efficient, but it pulls in other data. So information on the projects, reviews on the products, specifications related to the product. So like we said, like a one-stop shop, kind of like if you use something to look at your flights, right? It's kind of a similar thing.
So is this something that is becoming the new trend that's happening around the country, or is LG&E on the cutting edge as it relates to this?
Well, we are always looking for ways that we can make sure that we are providing information that our customers can use. We know that they are smart consumers, especially when it comes to, trying to make decisions that not just save them money, but also help to reduce their energy usage. But the other thing we know about that is that it takes a lot of time, right? Have you ever tried to buy something and you're trying to do all the research, and sometimes, quite frankly, you research for far longer than it takes to go out and buy the product. So we just wanted to take some of the heavy lifting out of that equation and put it all in one place so that they can access it and really use it to make their purchases. And the cool thing is, if they decide that they want to purchase something, it connects them with it'll show national and local retailers. So if they want to spend some of their money close to home, they can do that. Also, it can give them, little information if they want to keep track if there's going to be a price drop, which we all love a price drop.
Okay, so I know you've got some examples here, so let's take a look at some of the things that you've pulled up.
Well, this is the main page. If everybody wants to take a look, they can go to lge-ku.com/marketplace. But once you're there, we won't even type one in. We can select televisions, and once you hit the product, you have the option of, taking a look at all of them. You can sort how you want the results to show. And then once we go over, we can scroll down and see some of the results. So you see right here the NRV energy score that we were talking about. So on the scale of 0 to 100, they've rated this a 96 in terms of the energy efficiency rating. And you can see some of the, the reviews associated with particular products. And then also, like we mentioned, if you're interested in making sure that you're up to date when there's a price drop, you can just make sure that you hit the button and put in your information so that it can notify you when there's been a price drop in something that you're interested in. But this is just a sample, like we mentioned, of the types of products that you can take a look at. It's far more than just televisions, everything from refrigerators to light bulbs, washers, dryers, game consoles. Again, it's just a one-stop shop for more information.
And for the general consumer, this is great because, as you said, you all have done all the heavy lifting. And if I'm a consumer, I can go over and not only find out what's going to be most energy efficient, but I can also see the potential savings. And as you say, during the holidays, that's what we're all looking for. And as Black Friday gets closer, bargains are always in our minds.
That's absolutely right. You know, we always want to get the best deal, and everybody's already on their computer on Cyber Monday, right? So if you're in the office, Max, you're in the office in between doing very important things, you can get on the marketplace and check out different products.
So is there anything else that we should know about this and how? And it's already up, it's live, it's running. So how do people get to it?
Yeah, it's recently launched. Again, it's lge-ku.com/marketplace. But this is just the beginning. I mean, right now the marketplace exists as you see it, but we're adding a second portion coming up really soon here in December.
Well, you know, it was very neat finding about this app with LG&E and sitting there talking to Natasha and seeing how you can save, you know, not only a washer and dryer. You're getting one that's more efficient, but it also saves you money, you know, not only on your utility bills, but also in the price that you might spend on that.
So I think it's fun because it's like everything else that has these apps. We can go out shopping.
Correct.
And then you don't have to bug me. It's just going to be efficient because
right.
The app is telling you all the information that you need. I just think it's neat.
That's it. Energy, efficient, and price savings all wrapped into one.
Yeah.
We'll take another break and back with more of Urban Lifestyles right after this.
Cycling is more than just getting from one place to another. It's healthy, social, good for the environment, and anyone can do it. We at Middletown love cycling and really love helping others discover a new passion. Stop in today and let our friendly, knowledgeable staff help you get started. We cater to beginners as well as experienced cyclists. We're a local business that cares about our community because we are a part of the community. Come in today and get on a bicycle that fits your needs and improve your lifestyle.
So as we said, we're in the Corner Barbershop in the Mall St. Matthews, and you can see a lot of people are here, families, individuals. They're out on a Sunday getting their hair cut.
Yes, guys getting groomed, and I'm kind of really intrigued because
Right.
I'm like, I never come to see how you guys get groomed.
This is true, and they have a barber here for all of your needs. And the neat thing about it is you get the urban flavor, but you're in the Mall St. Matthews.
Yeah.
So take a look at this piece. We're in the Mall St. Matthews at the Corner Barbershop, and it's not your traditional corner barbershop like the one that you would see maybe in the West End or maybe in Newburgh, but it still has that same flavor. I'm here with Terry Farrell, who is one of the barbers here, and welcome to Urban Lifestyles.
Hey, how you doing today? Glad to be here.
Right. So tell me about the barbershop and how long you've been here.
I've been here next month, it'll be 2 years.
So, you know, the barbershop, normally when you think of a barbershop and you look around and you see the, you know, all the portraits, it's very urban in terms of the feel, but we're in Mall St. Matthews in the East End. So how do you make those two work?
Well, we make it work because we wanted to connect with the young community, you know, but we still try to have the 90s urban, you know, theme, you know, but we want to connect with, like I said, the youth, the older, ones that's like around my age, you know, who knows the 90s, you know, so it works. It works.
And, you know, and normally when people are coming to the barbershop, normally if you're going like into the West End or Newburgh or some of the other areas that we traditionally think of that we're seeing an urban barbershop, you know, it's kind of like it's a culture. It's a part of the African American story. And I know here you cut not only African Americans, but you cut anybody that walks in your door.
Yeah, we do. You know, we get a lot of diversity. You know, we get them, you know, all different races. You know, the difference in the Newburgh, things like that, it really feels more of like the corner, the home, you know, the friends, the grew up with, that type of connection. But a connection like this is where you meet so many different people, as so many different races. You know, you have to be able to cut, you know, just not African Americans or just the Caucasian Americans. You know, you have to be able to get everybody. So
I have to ask you, so what's the conversation like? You know, I know what it's like in the barbershop where I go in the West End, so tell me, does the conversation change when you're in the mall St. Matthews?
actually, it don't. It don't. You'd be amazed that, you know, we all talk about the same thing. Okay. You know, you have, like I said, you had the white community come in and, you know, they talk to you about things, you know, and we pretty much talk about the same thing.
You know, when we're looking at haircuts and styles today, because everybody's influenced by TV, magazines, and what they see in the movies, you know, is there a set style that you're seeing most of the young kids going to today?
Yes, it's the nappy look.
Okay.
You know, the don't comb it on top, tapers the sides, the back, line up. You know, and their main thing is let that be, and they want crisp lines.
So is that considered the new natural? Because I know back in the day when we had an afro, you know, we called that a natural, but, you know, we wanted it to be smooth, clean, you know. Right. We took pride in our natural. Not saying that they don't, but it's a different look.
It's a different look. Yes, times has changed. You know, like when we was growing up, you know, our mom may not let us go out of the house looking like that. Right. You know, but times has changed. You know, so yeah, that's the new look for the young youth.
So how do you stay current on everything that's going on in terms of being a barber? I know that's got to be definitely a part of your craft.
That's where skill come in. You know, I've been doing it since I was 14. I'll be 47 pretty soon in a few months. No matter what they throw at me, I can do it. You know, so I think a lot of it is experience.
And what do you say to the barbers that are coming up that would like to be in your position at some point in time? What does it take to have the staying power that you've had?
Don't treat it as a hustle. You know, it's a job. You know, a lot of the youth now who's coming up, they kind of treat the barber game as a hustle. Okay. You know, ones like me, we got a few older gentlemen here, you know, who's been cutting for a long time, and we try to keep it the craft. You know, we try to keep it old school.
So as you can see, the barbershop, even though it's in the mall St. Matthews, it still has its own vibe, its own feel, and it's still very much an urban type feel.
It is, and there's, I say, a cross culture of clients in here. It's just the features in here is so, it has a young vibe to me.
It does.
Not to put anything against older men, but
not at all. But it's a very unique spot. So if you haven't been to the Corner Barbershop in the mall St. Matthews, it's definitely worth checking out. We'll take another break and back with more right after this.
#1 station for R&B. Magic 101.3.
With your permission.
We're live, local, and Louisville. Magic 101.3.
So as we know, the holidays are coming. We're getting ready to get through Thanksgiving, and then before you know it, it's Black Friday, and people are getting ready for Christmas shopping. And something that a lot of people may not have on their list, but they probably should, and what's that?
Oh, to get things for biking?
Yeah, get things for biking. So whether if it's buying a bike or buying bike accessories or accoutrements, take a look at this segment. We're back here with Ross, who is the owner of Middletown Cycling. And of course, the seasons are changing, but it's never too late to find something very special for the bike. Or if you don't have a bike, this is a great time to actually come by and visit him at Middletown Cycling and pick out the one that's right for you. So Ross, you know, we've been in here a lot of different times. We've talked about getting accessories. We've talked about changing tires, which I still haven't mastered yet. But we've been talking about a lot of things. So what would be some things that you would advise people in terms of something special for the Christmas holidays?
Well, with Christmas coming around, it's obviously not really the time of year to be riding a bike as much. We still have a little bit of riding time, and we're hoping for a few more hot days yet. But It really is a great time to actually purchase a bicycle. Bikes are go through model year changes, kind of like cars. So right now, a lot of the 2019 bikes you can get great savings on. And we actually have really vamped up a lot of things like this KHS 650-200 here. This is a really nice mountain bike. We've got them, they're normally $500. We have them on sale for Christmas, local pickup for $349. So we're really going to have some of those department store priced bikes, but they're going to have much better quality parts. You have like disc brakes, they're going to be size specific. But a lot of times, if you wanted to get something for like your 10-year-old kid, you can fit them on an adult extra small bicycle like this. But then they're going to have a bike till they're 14, 15, 16. And a lot of times kids are starting to get into the whole car, girl, get a little bit older, and biking kind of fades to the forefront, to the background until sometimes you're a little older and have more time and maybe need to lose some weight later on or whatever. But cycling is something that it's a gift of a lifetime. It's one of those things like tennis and some of these other sports where there's people of all ages. It really brings people together, and it's healthy, and you don't feel like you're exercising, which a lot of us don't necessarily want to go exercise all the time. So it's one of the few things we can do that's low impact, healthy, and frankly, pretty reasonable to get into. You don't have to buy these really fancy $10,000 bikes. We even have bikes that are used starting at $50 to $100. So we're really trying to have something for everybody. But this year, if you wanted to give your child or family, the gift of potential lifetime of fitness, check us out. We have the best deals in town and spend a lot of time to give back, and appreciate it for sure.
So Ross, we were talking about some things that you can do in case you wanted to continue riding, not necessarily outside in the cold, but you've got this really neat thing to whereas you can actually ride your bike just like you would if you went to one of the fitness centers or something like that. You can convert your bike to where you can ride it inside.
It's actually even more, it's called a bike trainer, and this is actually even more than that. This one, you can literally, if you have a Garmin computer or something, you can program your actual rides that you do and race your friends online and stuff with a program called Zwift. So yeah, it's like you can ride the bike inside, but it also has a power meter, does heart rate interaction. It can keep you at a certain heart rate. It's just, they're very in-depth, and frankly, some of these like Peloton bikes and things are very expensive and have a monthly fee that's pretty high. This will do everything that will do at a much lower rate. But not all trainers are this advanced. There are just the more basic ones. They're going to start $150 to $200 that will, aren't going to interact with the TV, and that's not for everybody. I'm not particularly big in all the gadgets, but the people that are really trying to shave time and get in really good shape, that's a great tool for them to keep track of all that data if you get that into it. But
and, as you said, it's a great way to keep you fit all year long, even as the weather is changing. And from the price point from $150 to up to $1,200, it's something for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things too. Feel free to come out and ask questions, and make sure most of these will fit better. Like if you have a bicycle, if you have a bolt-on rear wheel, it won't necessarily work. So if you have any questions about trainers or frankly anything, get in touch with us. Check us out at middletowncycling.com. We have Facebook. Phone number is 502-384-0770. But I mean, we really want to be here as a place for the community to get not just bikes and everything, but we're more than happy to just interact and give you knowledge and hopefully try to help you find the right thing. And if we don't always have it, we understand that.
And last thing is, we couldn't get through this. We're talking about the Christmas, of course, clothing, and the proper attire is always important. And it's never a bad time to give someone something to wear.
Well, something that if you're a cyclist and you're doing a significant amount of road biking or mountain biking, you definitely want cycle shorts. That is a surefire gift for any of your cyclist friends. Also, this time of year, we're starting to get rid of some of the more summer type jerseys, and it's just a good time of year to do cycling stuff. It's not the greatest time to use all this stuff, but we are going to have very aggressive prices on, our gear, accessories, bicycles. We're ready to hopefully make Christmas a lot better for a lot of people and hopefully save people a lot of money too.
So let's just take a look at a couple of things that are over here. What every cyclist, regardless of their level, should have.
Frankly, these shorts are a must-have. Whether you're riding if you're going to spend more than 45 minutes to an hour on your bike, or even if you have like a loved one that's doing a spin class or something like that, they help a lot. A lot of people, believe it or not, people don't just wear these to look cool. You know, obviously they're kind of form-fitting and everything, but there's this pad built in. And then different brands will use different style of pads. Then, you know, some of the higher end shorts will have different chamois. But I frankly have had great luck with just getting the, you know, like the entry level Pearl Izumi shorts. They're $49.99. Actually, if you mention this thing, we'll get you a pair of the Pearl Izumi shorts for 20% off. You can have for $39.99. But you got to mention this ad.
We like to call this thing a segment.
This segment with Mr. Maxwell here. But you know, you can always do frankly, cyclists always need a tube for their bike. Cyclists always need a spare pair of gloves. Jerseys are nice, especially if you have someone that's cycling more than 1 day a week and laundry is going to be an issue. You're really helping them out if they have a spare, you know, just a spare kit. And we even got Middletown kits on sale now too if you really want to represent your favorite Louisville bike shop.
So Ross, always it's a pleasure catching up with you. And as I said, if people are looking for something for the holidays, for that biker that's in your family or that person that's soon to be a biker, come by Middletown Cycling, talk to Ross and the rest of the crew here, and they will get you hooked up for the holidays. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
An energy company.
We are mothers,
Fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good.
and even harder when it's not. With online updates to keep you safe and informed during the storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
And new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We are more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
Our energies go to serving you.
#1 station for R&B.
Can we swim a lake by the ocean?
Magic 101.3.
Give me that green light. With your permission.
We're live, local, and Louisville. Magic 101.3.
My name is Monshea Harris. I've been working for the water company for about over 5 years, and I'm a lead man here at the water company. The lead man takes a crew out, and we go out and do a lot of maintenance, main breaks, whatever it may be that they need us to do. What I enjoy most about my job is being out with my crew every day, getting to know each other and bonding, and doing something that's going to be good for the community. I run into customers in the community. I try to soothe their minds by just letting them know that we're going to try to get their water on as fast as possible. We're going to try to make sure that we do the best job we can to make sure everything goes right. What I would say to someone that was looking for a career in the water company would be, it's a great job. I think it is one of the best jobs in Louisville right now. I think it would be a great move for anybody that want to come to work for the water company. The reason I chose to come and work at the Louisville Water Company, I was working for the city as a lead man, and I always wanted to come and work for the water company, and they gave me the chance to come work for them, and it's been great ever since. The best part of the day is knowing the experiences that I got to have. Everything that I run into every day is something new. It's nothing old. You don't do the same job every day, so it makes it real exciting, and you're going somewhere different every day, so that's the best part of the day. It does have the best water in the country. If you go anywhere else, out of town, anywhere, if you taste their water compared to ours, our water is always #1.
Hi, this is Ivy Brito with State Farm Insurance, coming back to you with another financial segment. As I mentioned last time, October is National Small Business Women's Awareness Month, and so I want to congratulate all the small business women owners who are out there making a difference as entrepreneurs every day. One of the things that I talked about last week was business insurance if you have a business outside of the home. And today I want to talk about small businesses inside the home. A lot of people have full-time jobs, but there are a lot of people who work from home. And regardless of what your small business is in the home, there's certain components of a business policy that are important to you. So you've worked hard for that small business. And one of the things you want to make sure of is that it's properly covered. So for some small businesses, extending the coverage from your homeowner's policy is adequate. All you have to do is increase the limits and make sure that there's an extension to the business pursuit in your home. If you choose not to do it that way, for example, if you have a more comprehensive small business at home, then you want to get your own business policy for that particular small business. Again, you want to make sure your personal property is covered. You want to make sure that you have adequate liability insurance, workers' comp insurance if you have an employee at home. And also, the last thing that's important is if you use your personal auto for more than 50% of your business, it's important to you that you get that auto classified as a commercial auto vehicle so that you can make sure that you extend liability coverage accordingly. Last week we had a small business workshop. If you missed that workshop, feel free to reach out to me again as well. I'll be happy to go over your policy with you. My office number is 502-449-1362. If there's enough demand, we will have another business insurance policy. So if you'd like a business workshop, if you'd like to attend, please again, give me a call, 502-449-1362. Max and Denise, back to you.
You know, the fall means one thing, and that's homecoming. So we got an opportunity to go to Tennessee State University and Western Kentucky University and just really seeing two great homecomings from two different perspectives.
Yeah, because at Western we were attending it because it was the 50th anniversary for Kappa Alpha Psi.
This is correct, and also the Omegas were celebrating 50 as well.
Exactly.
Correct, yeah.
And I guess it was for you sitting back seeing a lot of reunion with people and
yes.
you all reminiscing.
It was a great time.
Some of you all was about to hurt yourself reminiscing on some of this.
It was a great time, and you know, it was also nice to be able to go down the road, to go down to Tennessee State and see some of the things. I didn't attend, but my grandmother, mother, brother, sister all went to Tennessee State. They were in the band. I don't know. I think I was asleep that day.
It was fun.
It was fun.
To college crib,
right.
Greek paraphernalia.
We did.
Seeing the oomph there at TSU.
And the way that they blocked off the street, and it was just people everywhere. So regardless if you were at Western Kentucky or Tennessee State University, there was just plenty of things that were going on that weekend.
The whole full flavor, the cultural flavor.
That is it.
Setting.
And you know, one thing, you were with me and Mike and Celine. Some of my fraternity brothers, and Denise actually tried to hijack our homecoming and make it all about Tennessee State.
I did.
You did. But it was a great time. So, you know what? I think that's our show.
Ooh, and that's our time.
And we'll see you back here next time on Urban Lifestyles.
Bye.
Bye-bye.